Do you guys like my sticker?
Historia Viventem.
I got the timer up. Okay, we're going. Yippee!
Woohoo! We're
This is my
back.
sticker.
I am obsessed with your sticker.
I love her. My friends will I'm in an auditioning class with my graduating class for musical theater, and people will be like, "Joe, is that your water bottle?" And then they'll take a look at it and they'll be like, "Wait, yes, it is Joe's water bottle. It's got Rayla on it." And I was like, that's like the best thing anybody's ever said to me. They'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yep, it is Joe's. We know it's hers because Rayla's on
Okay, let's
everything."
just give me 2 seconds. People have just walked through the door. I'll be 2 seconds. You can
You are
talk
all
about
good,
what we're
babe.
talking about.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, and then there were two. Hello. So we're thinking in honor of Women's History Month. Is that a thing? Is that an observed holiday? Is that do countries outside the US do Women's History Month, guys? Let me know because
We
I don't
do.
know the answer to that. You do? Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was international or national.
I think it's international. I think.
I love it. Well, happy
It
Women's
must be.
History Month.
I think. And
the
I'm the
whole
one. I'm like,
world.
yeah. The whole world.
And we
Anyway,
love women. And you know what show has great women? The Dragon
The
Prince.
Dragon Prince.
I love the women. I have a lot of things to say, most of them LGBTQ plus. Love God bless the women of this show. And
Yeah.
I think we've been on a long journey with some of the women of this show. We've had our good moments, we've had our rockier
Interesting
moments. We've had some frustrating moments.
Yeah.
But we love women.
But we
They're
love
great.
women. Period. But yeah, we're just gonna rant to you about our favorite women in the Dragon Prince because
Oh my god.
and we make the rules.
We're going to appreciate our
yeah.
favorite women. We're going to talk about our favorite women. So, here's the question. The elephant in the room is Rayla. Do we talk about Rayla first or do we talk about Rayla last?
Oh, I feel like we should save the best for last.
I
feel
agree.
Like we should, it's not like we're ranking them, but she's the
Rayla
best.
Nation.
So,
Rayla Nation.
rock on.
Honestly, should we rank them?
Oh, maybe we could. Also, if you can hear my laptop make noises, I apologize. She is a bit broken. She, notifications for some reason just they don't silence. So we're gonna imagine in our brains that it's making no noises. But anyway, we should rank them. We all know who's the best, obviously, because we're saving her for last. But yeah.
Sorry, number one spot has been precast. Number one spot is already claimed. I feel like it would be silly of us to be like, we're gonna rank all the women of the Dragon Prince. I wonder who's gonna be number one.
Because we know.
the viewer base of this podcast, I think, for the most part, is Rayla Nation. Shout out Rayla Nation. Oh, don't look at my nails. They're falling off. Look at the nails that aren't falling off.
I need to paint mine. They're looking. I grew them out, and they literally, I kid you not, snapped off. I was livid. It takes months for nails to grow, and they all snapped off. So
my nails are brittle like that. I get it. What color?
Yeah, it's a pain. I'm gonna go white because it's a pretty neutral color. My work is a bit with colors, so I'm like, white. Can't get mad at me for that. So that's
real.
What we're doing.
my big kick with colors recently, and it's Rayla's fault. Oh my god. Yep.
Oh,
shocker.
whoa.
Is lilac. My favorite color right now is lilac, and I feel like these were pretty close. That one's blue.
They're gorgeous.
Thank you. And they were like, don't look at the one that fell off, but they were like $5. They were just press-ons.
Wow.
I'm waiting to do acrylics on. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting off topic like I normally
do. It's okay. We do this a lot.
But girlhood.
Queen.
Rayla claims number one spot. However,
Yeah, always.
Wait.
Always.
How many women are there? Wait,
there are quite
like many.
So do we want to do like the main core women in the Dragon Prince, or are we adding people in like Ellis and those other characters?
Like we talk about the main ones, and we'll think of we'll probably think of some as we go.
If you guys can already tell, the planning for this video was minuscule.
We joined a Discord call and we are now talking.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, we're very comfortable on here, and you guys are pretty much all our friends, so we're just chilling. We'll just get on with it.
It's like a one big fun happy FaceTime call. We're a family, you guys.
Yeah,
we're a family. All right. Let me pull up my notes app. So if we're just going off of like the core, like the core four, well, like the core women, because there's more than four.
Yeah.
But the core like 4 or 5 or 6.
Yeah. With Rayla being one.
With Rayla being number one. Let me just go ahead and put that down. We have Janai. We have Emma. We have I'm gonna count Sarai. Yeah. Sarai fan club.
Queen. Rise up.
I love Sarai. God damn, I love that woman.
She's I know Sarai, she's a queen, but Claudia, she's a queen. Of course.
Is Rayla, Janaya, Maya, Sarai, Claudia. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone.
Wait. Anya? Does she count? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna say Lu Jane.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that's that's good.
Got our names.
We'll do that for now. I've never been a Miana fan. I love all women, support all women, women's rights, women's wrongs, but like not my favorite character.
Fuck Miana. Nicest way possible.
Mostly Kareem, like but also
yeah. See, I don't hate on women, but yeah. Enough said. Okay. This is actually really difficult on ranking them because I do love them all. So it's like I feel like the one character that might be the trickiest from not from our point of view, but from other people's point of view, if you guys wanted to rank them yourselves as well. Claudia is a pretty tricky one because if you're thinking of it from the point of view of her being the villain, or if you're thinking about her from the point of view of her being like Claudia. It's like depending on what views you're taking on that one, could be a bit difficult. But yeah,
I want to put Claudia at number 2. I love her.
Yeah.
I sorry, I love Claudia.
Yeah. Actually, you're so real for that. I do love Claudia.
Yeah. Claudia's
I think from she's so cool and quirky. I loved her in season 1. I loved her in the whole of arc 1. I think she's an awesome character. And then you get to grow with her and see the deep within scars that she's got, and her character arc is just incredible. Amazing.
I also don't because the nature of Women's History Month and everything, I truly do want to lead with love. I don't want to rank any of them based on missteps I think the writers have made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to rank them out of sheer love and joy. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me not want to think about the do I not like her because of the way she's written?
I don't hate any of them. I know I literally before this said that I just love Miana, but
well, I just don't like Miana.
She's just not very nice. Oh, that's the end of it. But no, yeah, love Claudia. She's definitely up there. Not above Rayla ever. No one's above Rayla, but Claudia is a close second.
Okay, I have my ranking in my brain. Okay.
Oh my god, wait, let me
think of I thought of my numbers. So we have Rayla, Janai, Amaya, Sarai, Claudia, Anya, and Lujane.
Okay.
I thought of mine. I'll wait for you.
Okay. Right. This is so fun. Oh my god. You can explain your ranking. I'll write mine out and then.
Okay. Okay, so in order from like 1 to 7, I think it's 7. 1, 2, yeah, 1 to 7. Rayla, Claudia. I'm gonna say Sarai at number 3 and a very close number 3. I love Mom. I love Sarai. Rayla, Claudia, Sarai.
It's gonna be very similar.
Amaya, Janai. Wait. Anaya, Lujane, Janai, Anya.
Ooh, interesting.
I like Anya a lot. I just like there are other characters I gravitate to first. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like that's the case.
Ours are very similar. I'm literally just like.
She's also like way significantly younger than I am, and like I care about the characters more that are like closer to my age.
I get that. You can relate to them more, which makes you like them that much more. Whereas you can't relate to her because she's younger. So I get that. I get that.
And people will like. I've been asked before if I've been asked if I ship Ezra and Anya, to which I say like no, but not in the way that I don't think they're like not like they're cute. That's a cute like pair. I think it would work well. But also I'm 21 and they're 12, and so like I don't see romantic potential between like 12-year-olds.
I think
like I'm like
it's a tricky one of someone asking if it's
it
like
feels weird to me, so I just kind of don't step in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like because they're 12, and that's even younger than Rayla and Callum when they first got together. It's a bit of a weird one, and also, like they've been shipped, I think, from when they were like 10, 8, which is weird. It is weird, but I do think I can see from the writer's point of view where it's going. But personally, as of right now, they don't have time for a relationship, so I don't feel comfortable shipping them. No. But that's just my point of view.
I always get on my soapbox about this, like to my roommates, like God forbid they're downstairs when I'm thinking of going on this tangent because I will hold them hostage to talk about it. But like, as someone who like was a minor on the internet in fandom, like when it comes to like spaces where minors can explore like how they perceive romantic relationships and how they want to explore that on the internet in whatever way they feel is healthy, that's really cool for them. It's my job as an adult not to step into that business though. Like that's not my ballpark to be in. Like it's not my space. I don't ever want to make anyone feel unsafe for any reason. So like, do you know what I mean? It's just it's shit that I don't step in.
And it's like, I'm glad that you say that as an adult, because I feel like when I was like 14 in this fandom and there were adults making some very interesting choices on fanfics and things like that, and I'm like, you're an adult and that's a child. That's weird. And I'm glad it's kind of normalized for people to call people out on that now. Like, before people were a bit too scared to say anything, but now it's like, actually, you know what? You're a bit of a creep.
Like,
that's not normal. But I have my ranking, guys. It's very similar.
Okay.
Which is insane.
You can't see us for a second, and that's like my fault. Hang on.
You can't see us.
There we go. We're back.
Hey guys! So my ranking is number 1, Rayla. Number 2, Claudia. Then it's Sarai, because love her. Amaya, Janai, Anya, then Liu Jane. Now hear me out on this. Right, they're very similar. The two are just swapped at the end. Basically, I don't have hate with Liu Jane. Okay? Before anyone's like, you just don't like her, that's why you put her at the end. I love them.
Meg, you know who we forgot?
Who?
Astrid! feel like an asshole. Guys are bad.
Okay, adding Astrid in. Astrid would be at.
At least we forgot to mention them together because I ship them. I ship Nyx and
Oh
Astrid.
yeah.
So does Boone.
Oh my god, we've missed so many people. Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Is there anybody else that we missed? Zubeya.
Zubeya. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, hang on. Guys, hang in there, please. Hang on.
Get us together. Oh gosh, we need to be gathered over here.
Oh my good lord. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, wait. Anybody else that I'm missing? Guys, please tell me if I'm missing somebody.
This is rough, even for us. Oh my god.
I'm ashamed of myself.
OMG. Okay, wait. Okay. So, because no one understands it but me. But I promise you, I'm not a hater. I swear on my life, I'm not a hater. But it makes sense to me. Okay, wait. I'll stop ranting and I'll tell you what I'm on about. So, we were just missing Astrid, Nyx, and Zubeya, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah. Final answer.
So Rayla, Claudia, Sarai, Amaya, Astrid, Anya, Janai, Zubeya, Lujane, and Nyx. Now,
incredible.
While you're writing yours down, I'll just talk about my hatred for Nyx for a hot second. Right. Okay,
I forgot about this. I forgot you don't fuck with her.
So I have strong opinions on Nyx, and I don't know why. True. She just annoys me, on an astronomical level. When I saw her at the end of season 7, and she was just talking for no reason, I wanted to throw a pillow out the window. I was like, why are you here? When she stole Zim was one thing. I was like, you're fake. You are fake and I don't like you. And then, again, she just comes back randomly out of the blue. And obviously, right, she's got the riz. She's got the attitude. She's got the fashion. Love that for you, queen. But I think because she's done bad on my beautiful kids in this show, that's why I don't like her. And then with saying that, I put Astrid at 5 because, well, I love her. And it's a tricky one because I love them all, but I love some of them more, which sounds horrendous to say. But
but that's true. I think that's why it's so difficult. It's because you love all of them, but some of them you just gravitate towards, and that goes for anything.
Yeah. I have Zubeya after. Wait, I didn't number these correctly. Give me a second.
You're gonna hate me for this. I fucking love Nyx so much because that bitch is kind of me, just a little bit.
But I don't hate you, which is weird. It's so strange, isn't it? I don't know what it is about her, but she just angers me on another level. Really? I'm like, go away. Leave me alone. I don't care about you. Go away. But it's just I don't know. I just whenever she's on the screen, I just feel anger. I'm like, just go away. I think it is genuinely just because she stole Zim that one time, and I am a true lover of my little baby Azimondius. And she scared the little prince, the little king that he is, and that upset me. So maybe I'm just holding a grudge, but
I love it. Okay, I have my list.
Go queen.
Okay, so this is my ranking, everyone. We're locked in. Rayla, Claudia, Sarai, Amaya, Nyx, Astrid, Lujane, Janai, Zubeya, Anya. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody.
No, you got everyone. Oh my god, wait, what's her name? We missed out, what's her name?
Kim Dial.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no, wait.
Teodrin.
It's the other one. I've forgotten her name.
Like, do you mean Soren and Claudia's mom?
Oh yeah, her as well.
Because if you're thinking of the elf, the merciful one, I think they're non-binary.
No, it's oh god, what is the Paula voices her.
Who voices her?
Paula. I cannot remember her name. I'm so sorry.
Wait, are you talking about? Are you talking about the Sunfire Elf?
No. The oh my god, what is her name? What is her name? Give me a whole second. Wait. We haven't got her here, have we? Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad. What is her name?
Wait.
Is her name? Why can't I find her anywhere? Again, that's my laptop.
Google lists Janai as Princess Janai.
That's cute.
Cool. Are you talking about Ellis?
No. Oh my god. This is so bad. What is her name? Oh, Pelly! My god. Oh, Pelly, I apologize. I forgot your name for way too long, man. I am so sorry.
That reminds me of a YouTube video that once referred to her as nobody's favorite character.
Oh, that's mean. I'm so sorry.
Listen, Pelly, and also I fuck with it because it's Paula Burrows, and like, yeah, like
as
Queen.
A Paula Burrows stan, this is really bad for me. That is so bad. I just could not remember her name. Oh my god. I think
to be fair, she's not a lot of the show.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Queen Tessa, does she?
The Blood Moon Huntress.
Oh yeah. Do we just we're getting like
I think we're getting carried away.
I'm
it's
like
okay.
sweating. I'm like so stressed right now. Like there's like oh gosh.
Because I already have it written out. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so true. I like the ranking I have. I'm locking mine in.
Locked in. We can talk about these characters, but we can't rank them because we'll be here till the end of time.
And that brings me to we have 16 minutes and we said we wanted to talk about Rayla at the end.
Rayla!
So I think now would be a perfect time to shift the topic to everyone's favorite, best character in the world.
Rayla the Moon Shadow Elf. Princess Rayla!
Like,
we could have Princess Rayla.
I think Arc 3, like, if I could sit in the room and tell the writers one thing that like I want from the bottom of my heart is for Arc 3 to take notes from Arc 1.
Yes.
Because that was like the golden age of Dragon Prince.
It worked. Everything that they did in Arc 1.
There was just this certain like I was talking with my roommate the other day about drag queens, and I promise this is relevant. But we're talking about our favorite drag queens because I am a RuPaul's Drag Race super fan, if you did not know. I'm like a diehard RuPaul's Drag Race girl. There are these two queens. Their names are Saphira and Anya. And we were talking about how they just have this like thing about them. There are just some people you meet that have this like intangible, like charm about them that you can't quite like name, but it makes them so captivating and like you just want to like they're so fucking cool. And so like I think to me that's like Arc 1 had a feeling kind of like that, like this just sort of inextricable like whimsy to it that like Arc 2 just like does not have. And that doesn't make Arc 2 all bad, but it just had this vibrance to it that I don't really like feel anymore.
I feel like for me it was partly like because when I first started watching The Dragon Prince, I have never watched anything like that before. Like obviously I'd watched fantasy shows, but I've never watched anything like this like ever. So for me, that on top of how it was already magical and whimsy and like just amazing, with that as well as the top like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like I've never seen anything like this before. I love it. It was so like just it's so difficult to explain. Like if you haven't everyone's felt that feeling from Arc 1. So I'm sure everyone can understand what we're talking about.
It's something like, that you can never like you can't ever really fully put that feeling into words, but like everyone who gets it like gets it. You know what I mean? Like I know everyone that like is watching this because it's like mostly people that like we are familiar with on Twitter. I know you guys know that feeling. Like it just had a certain like spirit to it that it just lost. And I miss it so bad. And I also miss when the world was like more about politics. I'll always I said that for a long time now. I rant about that all the time. I miss when it was about politics, and I miss when like, oh my god, I could go on about it forever. So I'll have to stop myself.
Like it's Arc 1 it felt so real, and that like obviously not real to the point where it's like, oh my god, but they had dragons and like there's magic. How can you say it's real? Like it just felt. The world felt so alive. The characters felt so real because they all had such like relatable characteristics. And then Arc 2 for me just kind of lost that. It did kind of feel a bit like a kid's show again. Like I don't know, it just didn't feel, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like, having two cakes isn't actually really a thing you can do when it comes to deciding if it's a kid's show or not. And I feel like I was getting like tonal whiplash. And Arc 1 just like didn't know what they were.
Yeah. It was a tough thing to kind of, because Arc 1, it felt like it knew what it was. But you like there was no name that they put themselves under. It was just kind of, we're the Dragon Prince. These are elves and humans. They're going to war. There's these 3 kids. They're going to stop the war. Like, are they going to win or are they going to lose? It was that. Arc 2 is like a whole like mess of things. It's like they're still in war. People are going to die, but like these 3 kids are still here, but they're now grown up a little bit. And we'll add a fart joke in there for just the lols. It's like, what?
Oh, not the fart joke.
What are we right now? What are we?
I saw someone say one time, and it was something that stuck with me, and I don't remember who said this, but it was on some post. So this was not me. But I saw someone say once that Arc 1 feels as alive as it does because it felt like there was actually like an external world outside the characters that like was driving the conflict and putting them in this like pressure cooker together. But like, what was I gonna say?
I feel like Arc 2 was missing and lacking that.
Oh, that's what it was. Arc 2 kind of feels like the world feels sort of empty, and it feels like the world is just meant to accommodate like the plot. Does that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I articulated that well, but somebody else said that better than me. But like, yeah. So
no, yeah, I agree. It was.
I will wait for it.
Even like in Arc 1 when you had just kind of like the characters moving, but then the back part was kind of just like a still frame. It was like you still felt like you were a part of that and you were a part of the journey, and like there was still so much going on. And obviously because they were still kind of discovering things, like when you first go into Zadia, it's like this whole amazing world has opened up to you, and you're like, there's so much that they can look into and things. And then arc 2 is just kind of like, there's Katalis, there's Zadia, there's this. They can only stay in those areas. There's nothing else that you can see. Sorry. It's like they
the
lost
worst
the
thing the Dragon
adventure.
Prince ever did was introduce fast travel.
Yeah.
Because like arc 1 is literally just them walking across the continent. And the reason it worked so well is because they were all like stuck doing that together and they were being like chased by people. And that's what made it like that's what made you like feel for it, is because somebody was after them actively. But in arc 2, they're all on separate parallel side quests almost the entire time. So like the only thing the characters can do to get into conflict is get in their own way. And that is the most annoying thing in the world to watch. Like the Finnegan can, before we talk about Rayla and finish up, can I get on my soapbox about something really quick?
Yep, go queen.
I just had a thought and I have to say it. Okay. Finnegan's Wake, right? One of the best episodes of the entire show, hands down. Like in my top 3, I think. I've ranked every episode. I need to find it.
Yeah.
I think I ranked it number 2. One of the best episodes. My beef with it though is the glow toads. And
yes.
The reason why I feel like that is because, number 1, we know you want to have merchandisable characters. You already have them, though. And, like, there's not much Glowtoad merch. Also, sorry, I'm on my shit now. I feel like the thing they stole from Finnegan should have been something that they actually, like, needed. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't feel, like, as high stakes to me because I was like, Rayla's been here before. She was here for 2 years. Callum doesn't know that. That would have been a really good talking point, but it never really, like, was between the two of them to any, like, major extent. And so I feel like if the thing that they had to get from him to get out of Scumport was, like, an artifact that they needed, or, like, a book that was going to tell them something, or some kind of map, or, like, just something that, like, if they don't steal this thing from him, they literally can't continue with their quest. Like, that's the kind of... But because it was literally something that... I get it. Ezran is, like, king of the animals, and, like... I understand his, like, empathy towards them and why he would feel like taking them was necessary. However, if we don't hurry up, guys, there's not gonna be a world for those baby frogs to inhabit. So let's chop. Like, I wanted it to be something they needed, so they had to take the time to steal from him. And then he'd chase them. And then, bonus, I want Finnegan to recognize Rayla. And I wanted him to be like, oh, I know you. I remember you. You were here before. Oh, you haven't told him? Like, that would have been nasty mind games. And also, if you're a Hadestown fan, okay, this is really specific, but listen to the song Papers and then the instrumental. And imagine it as Hades is Finnegan, and then Orpheus and Eurydice are Callum and Rayla, and he's about to get her out just of the fighting pit in Scumport. Just imagine it.
Oh my god. You know what? You have hit the nail on the head right there.
Finnegan's Wake is genuinely one of my favorite plot points of the entire show, but I wish the motivation for the quest was something that, like, they could not continue without. Anyways.
Yeah. I would yell that from the top of a cliff top. Like, honestly. That
it would have been such good...
Everything that I've ever thought about that is literally just what you said. Like, the Glowtoad was just... It's just, like, why are we doing this? It reminds you that it is a kid's show, and you're like, okay, so they've done that for that reason. Why make all the, like, this? Okay, I'll talk about this, like, literally a second, and then we can move on. But why make the short stories and make, like, this extra part of the world while we wait for this season to come out, and then give us nothing? Like, I was expecting for, like you said, someone to recognize Rayla, and all we get that little snippet of her from when she was there for 2 years is, oh, it's a long story.
If you are going to write if you are going to write canon timeline material that takes place outside of the bounds of the world in the show on screen, I feel like it is only the smart thing to do to make sure to reference back to all of that material in the actual show, because I feel like you can't general audiences are not going to go like dig for that website or buy that graphic novel. Like I didn't know that graphic novel had come out when it did.
Yeah.
Because it was mentioned in like a Scholastic Instagram post. And it was like I just couldn't find it. And so I feel like if you're gonna like breaking up a couple that you got a fan base to agree unanimously on off screen in a graphic novel that was marketed with one Instagram post, you gotta explain that shit to people on screen. Like not like telling, don't showing, because we do enough of that already sometimes. But you know what I mean? Like we just need to find some ways to reference that material more. I feel like I don't think you should only be able to get it if you've read the graphic novels.
Yeah, 100%. It was kind of left in like lost in translation a little bit. It was just like, yeah. But some people don't know about that because they're children and they're watching this and their parents didn't want to buy it for them, so they didn't read it. And now they're going to be left like, what's she talking about? Why was Rayla gone for 2 years? What's she been doing in those 2 years?
I was so scared when the season 4 promo came out and she just like wasn't there because I didn't know about the book. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, guys, where did you go?
And I realized that, like, obviously I was very lucky that I saw a interview that they were talking about that said graphic novel before the season came out, so I was lucky enough to be able to read it. And I realized how horrible that must have been for people to look at all this promo and not realize why Rayla isn't there. Which is why for us it was painful, but for everyone else it must have been 10 times more painful because they just want to see the season, but they're having to wait and they don't know where she is and they're being quite blasé about the whole thing. They're just like, well, she's just not here. She's not here. You'll find out. But you won't find out.
2018 and 19 Dragon Prince social media marketing was something you just like had to be there for. Like it was so funny. You could tell that like it felt like an unsupervised college student was running the account. And that's like my sense of humor. So I was like, oh my god. I'm trying to find. They posted something during the season 4 promo that made me freak out. And it was, wait, where is it? It was during that time when like the Little Miss trend was going around on TikTok, and they did like Little Miss nowhere to be found or sound. Oh. Wait,
and I was shitting myself because I was like, I know why she's gone, but why is she not back? I, for some reason, thought she was going to be back in like a month. And then they were like, she's been gone for 2 years. That was the biggest blow to my head. I was like, what do you mean she's been gone for 2 years? How long does it take for a girl to find this man? Like, he can't run far. He's dead. So, like, where are you looking, Queen? Help me out. That was terrifying, honestly. Hated it.
But
OMG.
Anyways, on the topic of Rayla. My queen.
Rayla?
Like, let's just, just moment of silence for Rayla. Like
Queen.
What can I say?
She is everything you have ever wanted in a female main badass character. She has everything. She also shows that you don't have to be strong all the time and that you're like she has everything you would want in a healthy like main female character, in my opinion. She ticks all those boxes.
I feel like I love her. Yes, particularly in the first arc. That's when I think she was her best. Arc 1 Rayla is like the superior. The sarcasm. Rayla.
Oh god, the jokes, everything. I loved her so much. She's the reason why I am the person I am today because I built my personality around Arc 1 Rayla, and now she's shy and a bit unsure of herself and just very, very different, which was weird to see. And that's why it's so frustrating when they don't show us what happened during those 2 years, because how does one change so much? Obviously, it was 2 years, so that is a very long time. But what has happened in order for her to pretty much be put right back into her shell that she worked hard to get out of? Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I love her, and
so
she's
much.
so pretty. She's really pretty.
She's gorgeous. Like, I've started reading a fanfic.
Ooh.
Wait,
book club.
it ties in.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's the fan fiction that actually my lovely Joe here recommended to me. But
oh which
God!
one? I feel like I've recommended you quite a bit of fan fiction.
She's recommended me loads. Hang on, I'll find it.
I have pretty much like cleared out the Raylan tag as far as like AO3 goes.
It's called A Dark Alternative.
Yeah,
that one. I've started reading it, and oh my god, I was bawling my eyes out because it's so like it's weirdly true to their characters, and I feel like sometimes fan fictions make them so out of character that you kind of sit there and you're like, but I guess in that way you can kind of separate a fan fiction world to the canon reality, but this one is so true to it, and it just like it like made me sad because I miss her so much, and I was like, but she's got her sarcasm back, and she's like happy, but she's not happy. I won't spoil it, but like
I love when she's sarcastic. It is my favorite, and my favorite. Yeah. Okay, the fan fictions I read, I'm a big like really plot heavy person. You know what I mean? I love when the plot is like really thorough.
I love it. It's oh god, she's just
my favorite ones are like the canon rewrites where it's like the universe is basically the same, but like these couple of things are different. Like I like in that one, like they're a little older, I think.
Live for those.
And like ghosting is like means something kind of different in that universe. Like I love when it's like, here's the canon timeline and we're gonna stick pretty closely to like how they're characterized, but like here, like I'm gonna change a couple things about the world and see what would be different. Like those are my favorites.
Yeah. And I love when I think that's what's so lovely about this fandom is that people are so open to rewrites of things that they're like, well, in my head, this is how I imagine the season to go. So I'm going to put my thoughts on paper and you guys can read what hopefully most of the time the fandom are all kind of on the same page. So the fanfic comes out and we're all like, that's what we wanted to happen. that's what I wanted in the reality that I didn't get. Because I've read a few where it's like Rayla did go away for 2 years, but the way that Callum reacted to her coming back was like a more healthy reaction. Not that his reaction wasn't healthy, because obviously you would be a bit like annoyed and angry, and they kind of had a little bit more of like a slow burn kind of, instead of, because I feel like when she came back, for some reason for me it just felt quite rushed. I was like, you hated her last season and now you guys are like kissing again, but it was like you actually the person took time to write about how both sides of people were feeling. Like it was very much like, okay, I can see why that like the feelings are still there and it made sense.
Yeah. There's a rewrite of their reunion scene that's on YouTube. It's like a storyboard. And it's the scene is longer and the conversation they have is a little more thorough and they sort of get their feelings out at each other like fully and then they kind of sit in it. And it's like it's much more like there's much more emotional gravity to it. You know what I mean? I feel like it was the like pacing of season 4 was just
it was so weird.
Don't get me on the season 4 thing. I do not like season 4.
Yeah,
people know that. Rough. I say that a lot.
It was very rough. It was like, I feel like some people can get confused by me saying rough and me saying that it was like utter shite. Excuse my language, because it was rough. It was a tough watch, and I felt a bit like, what the hell is going on? But that's not me saying that, oh, it's so crap and like you guys shouldn't watch it, it's so bad. Like, please do watch it. We're not saying don't watch it. We're saying
you guys should have whatever opinion you want to have about whatever season you want to have that opinion about, and I love it and I respect it.
Really loved season 4, and you know what? Good for you. There are
I like the possession scene.
Yeah.
I like the possession scene. I didn't like that it didn't matter at all to anybody afterwards. That's what bothered me. But that scene was good.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest problem, and we can start wrapping up soon, but my one last like big tangent is I think Erebos was a much better villain when he was not a direct, like, physical brute force threat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He always was better when he, like, did, like, psychological warfare.
Yeah.
I feel like is the best way to put that. And I feel like there are so many things. Shout out to Emery. Me and Emery have a Google Doc where we write down ways we would rewrite Arc 2, and it's been so much fun. And one thing I am going to write down is that, like, I wanted Erebos to play more mind games with people. I wanted him to, specifically Callum and Rayla. Like, he has so much. If Erebos truly is kind of like, I feel like they sort of imply that he's all-knowing in a sense. So he knows a lot about these people that he can use. If he had possessed Callum again, which I don't know why he didn't, that was a beautiful Chekhov's gun that was set up. I don't know why Callum was never possessed again. That should have happened. Like, he's got an ocean mage's body that he can possess and like use Callum's magic through. Yeah. And he has Callum's like one like that's his like one Achilles is like you get to her to get to him. That's how you get to him and control him.
Which I thought was very obvious, but apparently
it's right there. And you have an ocean mage that you can possess, and the one thing that he will do anything to protect, and she's afraid of water. And you're telling me you didn't have Erebos like possess him and like use a water spell on her? Like, I was like, damn, that would have been so.
Oh my god, sick. That is literally the one thing I thought was gonna happen.
With the end of season 7 for me is that all of the conflict that should have been devoted to the main characters and like their internal relationship was dedicated to like all the like elves and dragons and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know if I articulated that well, but I feel like it should have been like Erebos puppeteering them against each other.
And you can disagree with me here, but personally, I do feel like he felt a little bit more of a threat when he was in the mirror. I feel like when he was out
all the time,
like I don't think he was that much of a threat. It felt like he was holding back. Yeah, I feel like him controlling Callum through the mirror was like in a very intense scene, and I was like, oh my god, if this is the way that this is going to go for the next few seasons, like I am down with it. But that was kind of it. The only really like intense bit was in like season 7. So
like, Erebos could have done some crazy psychological mind game shit with like all of the like Claudia, Soren, Callum, Rayla. If even if like Viren had been there, I'm gonna argue that like maybe there's a world where Viren hadn't died and he was a part of that somehow. I would have not minded seeing it. I like Jason Simpson and I love seeing him.
He's incredibly talented.
Like, I wanted it to be like between them because they've all tried to kill each other before. This whole series has just been this like central group of people trying to fucking kill each other.
Which is wild since they're all children. I was like, hello.
They like go after each other. And so like Erebos making them do it again would have been crazy, but it felt disconnected. The main characters weren't doing it all like together.
Yeah.
Anyways, I get on it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of tangents.
As you guys can tell, we can talk for ages about the Dragon Prince. We have so many thoughts about it that we make a point to like start the video off with, and we just kind of end up like going somewhere else with it. But
it's worked really well because I used to really struggle with like talking to a camera, especially because like in the major and like the job I've picked, the only things I do are like live in front of people. So I'm not very good at like, but I feel like with like having you and like having somebody I'm already like, because Meg and I are really good friends.
Yeah.
So it's like easy to do and it's fun.
Yeah. It's just very chill, and
I love it.
I want everyone to know here that this is a safe space. Whatever thoughts you have in the comments, no one's going to come for you. If you have a theory that's out of the box, go for it, Queen. Put it in the comments. We love to see them, because obviously we have many, many thoughts that we might even share some if you just let us know.
Hey guys,
we're more than
hold
happy.
your face and say that there's a lot going on in the world, and art is the creation of art skyrockets when shit is going on in the world, and so that's a beautiful thing to be appreciated all by itself. And art is made to be interpreted and opinionated, and I love it.
Yeah. So like, this is your safe space, and we love you.
Yeah.
Let's end on that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good. All right. Well,
yeah.
And we'll see you when we see you.
We will.
Much love. Stay safe out there.
Much love.